A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a powerful address to Ukraine's parliament on Wednesday, President Volodymyr Zelenskyy unveiled his highly anticipated victory plan, calling for unity in a nation weary from the ravages of war. As Russian forces continue their advance in the east, and the specter of a harsh winter looms with potential power shortages, Zelenskyy laid out a 5-point strategy that he believes is crucial for ending the conflict with Russia. This comes at a critical time as the U.S. approaches its presidential election on November 5th, a factor that could significantly impact Ukraine's ongoing struggle. Zelenskyy urged lawmakers to remain steadfast in their resolve, emphasizing that the plan relies heavily on support from Kyiv's allies. He proposed an unconditional invitation for Ukraine to join NATO, alongside requests for specific weapons support that would bolster Ukraine's military capabilities. Together with our partners, we must change the circumstances so that the war ends. Regardless of what Russian President Vladimir Putin wants, we must all change the circumstances so that Russia is forced to peace, he asserted during his speech. A key component of Zelenskyy's plan is the acquisition of a non-nuclear deterrence capability, which he stated would be sufficient to neutralize Russian military power. Although he refrained from providing specific details, Zelenskyy hinted at the existence of a secret addendum to the plan that could not be disclosed at this time. In a bid to strengthen Ukraine's economic position, Zelenskyy proposed that Ukraine sign agreements with the US, EU, and other allies to facilitate joint investments and the utilization of Ukraine's vast natural resources, which he estimated to be worth trillions. These include, in particular, uranium, titanium, lithium, graphite, and other strategically valuable resources that will either strengthen Russia and its allies or fortify Ukraine and the democratic world in global competition, he explained. The address was attended by top military and intelligence officials, alongside lawmakers who occasionally stood to applaud the president's remarks. However, reactions were mixed. Independent parliament member Oleksiy Honcharenko criticized the plan as very unrealistic, questioning the reliance on external partners. Conversely, Roman Lozinskiy, a lawmaker from Zelenskyy's party, acknowledged that while the plan might appear fantastical, previous requests for military support had once seemed improbable but had ultimately succeeded. Zelenskyy's speech aimed to instill hope in a beleaguered public, asserting that unity among ordinary Ukrainians is essential for achieving success in the ongoing conflict. We achieved and are achieving results in battles thanks to our unity. Therefore, please do not lose unity, he urged. In response to Zelenskyy's ambitious proposal, the Kremlin remarked that it was premature to comment in detail but suggested that Kyiv needed to sober up and recognize the futility of its current policies. After nearly 3 years of war, the president's address sought to reassure the public that peace could be achieved soon, despite the mounting challenges. As the U.S. election approaches, uncertainty looms over Ukraine's future, particularly with the possibility of Donald Trump returning to the White House. Trump has pledged to rapidly end the war if he is elected, a notion that has raised concerns among Kyiv's supporters about potential concessions that might be required for a swift resolution. Zelenskyy recently met with U.S. President Joe Biden in Washington to discuss his victory plan and has since embarked on a tour of European leaders, including those from Britain, France, Italy, and Germany, to garner support. On Thursday, he is set to present his plan at an EU summit in Brussels. Meanwhile, the war continues to escalate. On the same day as Zelenskyy's address, Russia launched one of its largest drone attacks on Ukraine in recent months, targeting Kyiv and other cities. Ukrainian air defenses successfully intercepted 51 out of 136 drones, although reports indicated that 20 drones remained in the air and 60 were unaccounted for. The attack ignited a fire at an industrial facility in Ternopil, prompting a response from nearly 50 firefighters, although no injuries were reported. Additionally, Russian forces have intensified their missile strikes, targeting the northern Chernihiv and eastern Donetsk regions, with little information available regarding the outcomes of these attacks. The drone assault also caused damage to private residences in the Kyiv region, but officials confirmed that no casualties occurred. The ongoing conflict has severely impacted Ukraine's infrastructure, particularly its power facilities, leading to long blackouts and power shortages that are expected to exacerbate the hardships faced by citizens during the winter months. Reports from the southern Kherson and Mykolaiv regions indicated power outages affecting thousands of consumers. In the midst of these challenges, the Russian Defense Ministry claimed that its forces had captured 2 villages in eastern Ukraine. However, the Ukrainian military reported that they had successfully repelled attacks near one of these villages, Krasny Yar, and continued to defend against incursions in the Lyman area. Zelensky's victory plan represents a critical moment for Ukraine as it navigates the complexities of war, international relations, and domestic unity. The coming weeks will be pivotal as the nation seeks to solidify alliances and bolster its defenses against an increasingly aggressive adversary. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.